The UN, as an organization, does not list Hamas as terrorist. In 1997, Hamas becomes a terrorist group, but they're this terrorist group that also has a political arm that's supporting and taking care of the Palestinian people within Gaza. That's already kind of a mess. That becomes complicated. Palestine can't create a standing army. They can't create their own standing economy. They can't create foreign trade. They can't create anything significant because they're not recognized as a nation. So a few Muslim countries like Qatar and Saudi Arabia and Egypt recognize the Palestinian people, but not the Palestinian state. And everybody recognizes the right of the Palestinians to a state, but nobody wants to say what that state is going to be. So that becomes a mess that most of the first world doesn't even follow, doesn't really care about until things start blowing up in Israel and Palestine. The United States labels the group as a terrorist group. However, all humanitarian aid that we send to Palestine has to go through Hamas. Like, they control the politics, they control the governance, they control the hospitals. So now we live in this world where velocity and volume of information make it so that we all see the dead bodies and the crying children and the dying women on the Palestinian side, but we also read about the atrocities that were executed against these Israelis in a surprise attack on October 7th. We're faced with all the information, and there's no clarity as to what's really the battlefield. What are we really looking at here? So you've got Israel trying to counter what they know is a threat to their national sovereignty, but they've also got a problem with a group that was created because of the oppression they put on the Palestinian people. So you've got this absolute mess that the world is watching play out day to day, but at the same time, the world isn't invested enough to actually try to resolve the conflict.